Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of 54.
Yes, thank you for choosing us, and we promise you will not regret it.
Exactly, we have a whole lots of fun in studio. And you know what, guys?
What?
Especially on our Afri-quiz, we've decided to expand it just for you guys.
Oh yeah, so from today, we will be quizzing you about different parts of Africa.
Yes, and you can do that on facebook.com/54 show.
So keep an eye out for it, because we will be quizzing all of you awesome viewers, about Africa. It's gonna be amazing, right?
It's gonna be great.
All right, so let's get to today's lineup. Today on 54, she's a booming bud in the music industry. Young and talented Nyota Parker is in studio with us, and we get some real-life issues addressed with great advice at the Powerhouse Summerfest concert. So stay tuned.
Brilliant. But I feel like it is time that we actually delve some real-life issues.
Sounds like you have a lot of them.
Well,
Do you?
we all do. I mean, sometimes we're just too scared to be open about it, It's either we're shy or we're afraid that we're going to be mocked at.
Yeah, especially with the youth. I think it's like a pride thing, we want to be perfect and we want to fit in.
Yeah, but I guess we've all been there. I recently attended the Powerhouse Summerfest concert, where the aim was to gather people who are looking to change the status quo and focus on living by faith and not by sight. Guys, here we are at the Hillsong Powerhouse Summerfest. It's where a group of young adults just come together and prove that we can actually live by faith and not by sight. And guess what? We're out here creating a counterculture movement. Hey guys, so we're about to have a session right now. It's a very touchy subject. A lot of Christians shy away, especially the youth. It's not a subject that should be filtered. Out of everything else, I feel like it's the one that should be spoken the most about, because that's the world we kind of live in. So yes, guys, that's the session we're about to have right now.
Good question. Why should we not have sex? It's a really good question, because God created sex. God created sex, and sex feels good. And sex is the only thing that is wrong one moment and right the next in God's eyes. The only thing. And basically the reason is it is the most intimate thing that a relationship can be part of, be formed of, but it is also for the recreation of human life. And so many people get themselves in life-changing situations because they have a child before wedlock, or they have a child because of a one-night stand, and it spreads diseases, and there's so many negatives to it. And so God said, look, why don't you just keep this the other side of marriage, this side of marriage, the God side. And it's not because I don't love you if you have sex before marriage. It's not because I can't forgive you. It's just because life is just a whole lot easier if you do it this way. Yeah. And I'll be honest, I look at my friends, we have school reunions, we had our 20-year school reunion, I sound really old. And I looked at some of my friends, and they were the ones sleeping around at school and doing all sorts. And I was called Virgin John at school, and I was the butt of all jokes. And I'll be honest, at 17, 18, when all your class are coming in saying I lost my virginity last night, and I did this and did that, and I just made a decision when I was young I was going to keep my virginity. I just made that decision based on what I saw my other friends' lives going. And the Bible says a tree is known by its fruit, and judge a tree by its fruit. Judge someone who sleeps around and look at what happens, the fruit, the negative fruit. It's not because they're bad people, they're just making bad choices.
I struggled a lot because I was probably to the age of 17 that I kept my virginity, and was working through a lot of issues in my life, and I fell into a really bad place in life, and I actually lost my virginity, and I was beating myself up over it because I was brought up in church. I knew it wasn't right, and when I got married to John, I lived with so much guilt about it because I wanted to give him the best. I wanted to be the best for him, and I wanted to give him something. It's a gift, so many of you girls, if a guy is pressuring you for sex, he doesn't even need to be around you. You need to put your hand to his face, and you need to tell him to go away, because it is not okay. That is a precious gift that you have to save for that special person that God brings into your life, your husband, the one you're going to spend the rest of your life with. And I lived with a lot of pain, but you know what? I love that on our wedding day, I chose to say those vows till death do us part. And I just thought, you know what? God, you make all things new. I may have felt dirty and guilty of what I did in the past, but today, you make all things new. And I'm telling you today, if you were that person, if you've made those mistakes, he makes all things new. He makes all things new for you today. So don't live in guilt anymore about it. Today's a new day. You got a fresh start in Jesus.
Girls, if all your boyfriend wants is your legs, your thighs, and your breasts, send him to KFC.
The impact of sex and dating and relationships towards the youth. How do you guys feel about that? What do you guys have to say about it?
Yeah, I mean, sex is prevalent in our society all over the world right now, and we see that with so much of the advertising, social media. It's everywhere, it's in our face. And so, you know, for the youth generation, it's so hard for them because everywhere they go, they are bombarded with it. And I think that's a challenge for us as leaders. It's a challenge for the church. How do we respond to that? Not shy away from it, not ignore it, because I believe if we ignore it, all it does is send it underground. But actually talk about these real issues like we are today. And I believe the more we talk about it, and not talk about it from an opinion base, but talk about it from God's word, what his take on it, I believe it can really help these young people move forward in healthy, godly relationships.
I hope you guys are really inspired and that we address some of the issues that you guys are facing. Hey, if you think you can probably change the world, I mean, who says you can't? Why don't you and be the thunder in the desert?
Now that was some hardcore advice right there.
Definitely. I hope you absorbed as much as I did.
Absolutely, and feel free to chat to us and let us know what you think. You know, have you been inspired by that? Or maybe you're struggling with something and have no one to speak to. You can speak to us.
Definitely. I know how difficult it can be speaking to parents about stuff like sex, dating, and relationships. Well, I'm here to be your reminder that you can come speak to us.
Exactly. Whether it's personal, emotional, spiritual, you can definitely reach out to us on our email at chat@oneafrica.tv, or you can just send us a Facebook message at facebook.com/FiftyFour show.
Yeah, I know how hard it is being a youngster.
Yeah, you know, with peer pressure and stuff like that. But someone who does handle herself really well for her age, Nyota Parker. At age 16, she's an upcoming artist shaking up the Cape Town rap scene. On a journey of self-discovery and inspired to communicate a unique, refreshing message, Nyota Parker is definitely a name you want to remember.
My full name is Nyota Parker. It means star in Swahili.
Hey.
I'm a rapper, singer. I do hip-hop music, but it sort of mixes with soul and stuff. Yeah, and I was born in Ireland. My mom is from Congo. It's quite a mix.
Yeah.
And I mainly grew up here, like since I was 5. So yeah, that's what I do, where I'm from.
So when did you like know, okay, music is what I'm going to do? Like,
I don't know, music has really been like a big part of my life. Like, I never thought it would be like something serious. I would always sing when I was younger, but then I just started realizing since I started listening to certain artists, like memorizing lyrics, I'm like, oh, I can actually do this.
Yeah.
And I started just writing lyrics and like it just started to become my passion. So.
And rap? I mean,
Rap.
Yeah, how did that kind of come about?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just a few like artists, like commercial artists that were out there first. Like, I know there was Nicki Minaj back then, like as well, like her older music.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know, I think she kind of inspired me since she's like a female rapper as well. So I just thought if she can do it, so can I.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just started writing my lyrics.
Nice. So do you come from a musical family? Maybe from your mom's side, from your dad's side? Does anyone do music?
Like, we're not entirely musical. My dad's side, no. But yeah, they have like no rhythm. But my mom's side, she has like, I could say 2 or 3 siblings that used to sing in church and stuff. So they're quite musical.
Nice.
So yeah.
So let's talk a bit about the journey coming from Ireland to South Africa. So I don't know if you remember the journey, but did it have any impact on you? Like
It
coming
did.
here? Yeah.
It did. Even though I was like just 5 in 2005. Like, my mom and I really wanted to move here because my mom's side of the family from Congo had moved here ages ago. So we wanted to come live here. So I don't know, it was a drastic change, but I liked it. It was cool.
So you're still in school and now you're pursuing this music career.
Yeah.
Obviously now you know that music comes with a whole lot of hard work, but so does school. So how do you manage the two?
Actually, it's not as hard as I thought it would be because I'm in grade 12 now and I do 3 subjects. So it doesn't take much of my time. I have like set timetables for literally everything.
Everything's organized.
Yeah, I'm quite organized.
Nice.
And yeah, I know, I just have set times when I'm supposed to study. They don't give us too much homework so we're not like overwhelmed. And then obviously I have set times when I'm gonna go into like the studio, when I have to write a song. So yeah, I manage it quite well.
Now, off air, we were talking about youth and being part of that. Having other young people in Christ, has that really helped you in terms of like kind of having your relationship with Christ, juggling music and school? How's all of that?
It really helps because they're quite encouraging. My friends at youth, very encouraging. They're always there for me, supporting me. So they're never like judgmental because they're like youth of nowadays. So they're not judgmental at all. So they rather push me and give me advice. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So now writing this music and everything else again, what lessons have you learned? You're still young, so the lessons, you can learn lessons very young and then obviously catapulting you to become the greatest one day. So what of the lessons so far have you learned?
In music? Not to rush things, actually. Because obviously, I don't know, just like don't rush things too much because then you'll just be pushing yourself into something that you may not know, that you like may feel, oh, this is actually too much for me. So rather, if it's taking its time, there's like a reason for why it's going so slowly because in the end it will catch up. So yeah, that's my,
And what do you think are some of the values that maybe your family has instilled that are really helping you on your journey right now?
Mainly it's because my family is quite Christian. It's mainly just to put my focus also on God because obviously in His timing is the right timing, of course. So that is like the main, main thing in my life. So yeah.
Okay. And for somebody who has never heard your sound before, they've never heard what you sound like, how would you explain your style of music?
It's quite mixed up. Like, it's a mixture of hip-hop and rap, and I could say with stuff that hasn't been released yet, like neo-soul-ish on the mixtape that's gonna come up soon. So, it's a mixture between those 3 genres, and I love jazz as well, so I'm hoping to like infuse a bit of jazz into that.
Sounds like an amazing combo right there.
That is good.
So now if there's a 16-year-old looking at you and be like, oh my gosh, I want to be like that.
I want to be like her.
What
I want
advice?
the hair and all the music stuff.
What advice would you give to that person?
Just to be yourself. I think so, because that's what's gonna take you all the way. Because everybody just wants to be like the next person. I know it sounds like pretty cliche because everybody says it, but like just be yourself. Because if you want to be an artist or whatever you want to be, like they all started copying like someone else, so they're all actually different versions of like the same person. There's only one unique version of yourself, so you can just be yourself. Believe. Yay.
Yay. Yay. Now, you said you wanted to do some collaborations with other international artists and African artists.
Yeah.
So we might have to test you a little bit on your African,
And your African knowledge. You're international. You haven't born in Irish, raised in South Africa. Born in Ireland. Sorry.
Born in Irish.
I'm sorry. Born in Ireland, raised in South Africa. Have a Congolese mother. So obviously, your knowledge of the world is perfect. It is. So if we quiz you on our quiz that we have on our show called AfriQuiz, is your knowledge tops?
Possibly.
Own it. Be like,
Where's the confidence?
Yeah.
Come on, tell us.
Okay, it is amazing.
There we go.
It's amazing.
There we go. Just do this with your hair a bit so that we know, okay, you're ready.
Hey.
Done. Solid.
We all know Africa is the second largest continent in the world, made up of 54 countries. So choose a piece representing a country. You will then be tested on your knowledge, and if your general knowledge is less than general, we will help you out with some clues. Your score will then be added to the 54 scoreboard, and the aim is to try and remain at the top of the board.
Okay, so Nyota, the time has come. You said your knowledge is on par, okay? So the time has come. AfriQuiz, you have 60 seconds to go through 10 questions. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, just call stop when you need to, all right?
Okay. Stop.
Okay, so the time has come, all right? 60 seconds, 10 questions on Tanzania, okay?
Yeah.
Number one, what is the name of the tree that produces the most hardwood in the world? African blackwood, willow tree, or cocobolo tree?
The African blackwood.
Correct.
Yes.
What is the name of the highest mountain in Africa which is found in Tanzania? Kilimanjaro, Everest, or El Paso?
Kilimanjaro.
Correct. What is the name of the world's largest volcanic crater which is found in Tanzania? Munjabi, Ngorongoro, or Dibenja?
Dibenja.
Incorrect.
What?
What is the name of Tanzania's administrative capital? Dar es Salaam, Harare, or Jozi?
Dar es Salaam.
Correct. What is the name of Tanzania's port city? Zanzibar, Zazu, or Mozambique?
Zanzibar.
Correct.
Yes.
What is the national language of Tanzania? Swahili, English, or Tanzanian?
Swahili.
Correct. What is the local hip-hop music style called? Bongo flavor, hip-hop, or hip-hop taz?
Bongo flavor.
Correct. What is the name of the famous national park in Tanzania? The Serengeti National Park, Wange Park, or Lion Park, Tanzania?
The first. What's the first one?
You're done. Done. 60 seconds. Time is up, and you've got 6. You got 6.
Okay.
Almost there. 60%.
That's fine.
60%. High five. High five. Give a little
Could have
dance.
done.
Give a little.
I can't dance, but
Give
yeah.
Okay, give us a rap line. Give us one line that you're the best. Come on, one line.
I am the best.
Solid. So she finished off by saying that she's the best. And you know what? There's actually more to her. Check this out.
Taking the bars for the team, yes I unlocked. Running the race, jump the gates till your shackles pop. You know they don't really see us, but you know that's just how it goes. Hesitation to free us, you know that I'm breaking the doors. Taking the bars for the team, yes I unlocked. Running the race, jump the gates till your shackles pop. You know they don't really see us, but you know that's just how it goes. Hesitation to free us, you know that I'm breaking the doors. We gonna stop putting a line through this ish. Clever fellas, but don't think and get hide in these streets. Conform to society, it's genius. But stepping out of line makes them really see us. We don't follow, we guide, so they take us serious. And even without your questions, we're Wikipedia, the media, and so-called services that they feeding us. The sugar rush of poisonous bound to soon tire us. And fire cuts who wouldn't be intimidated by our antiviruses. The school thing is more about passing instead of fighting your passions. Reactions to factions ain't natural. I'm taking action and redefining attraction. Go ahead and use your edgy Instagram caption. Your whole life's fiction. Most people live a damn contradiction. Praying up to the skies with addiction. When I look into your eyes, yes, it's depictions of brainwashed victims wishing they had not listened, wishing they had not listened, wishing. Yes, I am pushing systems. Yes, I am pushing systems. Taking the bars for the team. Yes, I unlocked. Running the race, jump the gates till your shackles pop. Know that you're really serious, but you know that's just how it goes. Hesitation to free us. You know that I'm breaking the doors. Taking the bars for the team, yes, I unlocked. Running the race, jump the gates till your shackles pop. Know that you're really serious, but you know that's just how it goes. Hesitation to free us, you know that I'm breaking the doors. You know 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 I'm breaking the doors. I don't have much more to say cause I said it. Yes, I said it. Yes, I have many to slay and now they tripping. I see this evolution is great. Yeah, I witnessed. But let me bring it back to sense in case you missed it. When did it ever change from misfits on hit lists and do business with who they fit in with? I won't mention it. The distance I've measured, you will go for your very own treasure. But what I'm hearing at my leisure, most definitely ain't causing me pleasure. No matter how much you put in, what you get out is a bunch of hypocrites saying you ain't allowed in. Without setting yourself, risk your spiritual health. First thing in my life and making bucks. Although I changed my situation, I ain't wanna much. Cause I see what it does to the stars above. Burning out their passions to a crust. And now they gotta do it just because. And that's a diss to me, that I'm out here grinding hard at 16. They look at me thinking and they ain't believe me. Fellas greedy, but they be the ones to feed me. This time I'll go a little extra. Cause I know that they looking for a venture. And I'll be the one to do it. You won't ever dilute my fluid.
Such an inspiring young lady she is.
Definitely is, yeah. And you know what? I'd like to leave you with this. It doesn't matter what you faced or what your age. You're not alone. Pray, faith, and believe.
Yeah, so don't worry about fitting in. Just enjoy standing out. So, till next time.
Stay grounded.